Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today it is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to everyone, if you haven't heard it already, which I'm pretty sure you have, but you get to hear it from me if you hadn't yet. And today, since it is the season of giving, we are going to be playing with a brand new team that I just came up with. So the idea behind it is that we're going to have 4 characters that are able to heal their fellow allies. And by that, what's going to happen is we're going to be very, very difficult to take down. So the Season of Giving, as in the Season of Giving heals. That is the idea behind it now. It's not a very dynamic team because the characters are good together, but they don't really have the synergy. For example, if I had a bounty hunter here instead of a musketeer, this would be a bit more like the hit squad, which would probably be just a touch better. But a musketeer is still a very fine character, and unlike the bounty hunter, she actually has heals and support, so maybe we can make that work. Now, one thing I can do right now is I can just go bullet twice, and that might just be exactly what I'm gonna do here, because I still do an okay amount of damage, especially if I crit. I mean, Bola with Piercing Coral Eagle Eye Talisman, it just hurts 5 to 9 on that. It is devastating, and it can even go through protection up to 20%, and there is no protection in this situation, but there could be, and if there were, we'd still be able to punch right through it and still do a lot of damage to our opponents. So very surprised by this punish here, not going for a Reign of Sorrows, not going for a Reclaim. Very greedy of my opponent. They are Darkest rank, so I've never played against them, but it should make for a fun match if they are Darkest. At least I would expect so, even though rank doesn't mean all that much. I am gonna drop a punish here on the Abomination. I immediately get the Curse of the Spiked Bat, which is essentially, if you don't know yet, if you take off Spiked Bat, you're gonna fail every single bleed that you wouldn't fail without with the Spiked Bat. That is the idea behind it. So we're gonna get flared here, but hopefully we actually get a pushback on one of these 2 characters. Oh my god, and we do get a pushback on the Abomination, so that's quite good. Thing is, Abomination should be ticking down to 0 HP right now, so that's nice, but the thing is, you might be wondering, well, Shep, if it is a Curse of the Spiked Bat, then why don't you take Spiked Bat instead of Crown of Thorns? Well, if I had a Spiked Bat, I would have missed the punish, because it would have been an 80. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, essentially. That's the whole thing behind it. Now, there's no Gauntlet of Absolution here, which I'm quite happy about, so I don't have to worry too much about the Flatfront getting close to 0 HP, because even though he can heal, he can't heal for, you know, an insane amount, as if he would have the Gauntlet of Absolution. He also doesn't have Redeem, so he can't heal other characters, so that is actually quite good. Considering there's 2 heals here, I'm not gonna hit the Abomination right now, because he's definitely gonna go Resmile, and it's not worth just eating Repulse after Repulse, because, you know, heal, and Reclaim, but it's probably not gonna go down. I could drop a punish on you, then there could be a heal. I think I'll just drop that Occultist down to 0 HP. If my opponent is greedy here, wow, 27. If my opponent is greedy here, they could just go for a self-heal with the Occultist, and then I might roll for 0, and then I just get Death Blow. Now, keep in mind, I do not have a finisher character on this team. My best finisher is actually the Crusader with the Rite of Execution. That is greedy. Oh my god, that is beyond greedy. Okay, I gotta go for it. Come on. 25. Screw you, geezer. Yeah, there you go. Imagine having 2 heals and going for a Reclaim once your character's at this store. Like, come on. I mean, was it the right play? Considering I only had 1 attacking action left, and you could have definitely gotten away with keeping your characters alive through your regular heals. Like, did you really have to go for that Reclaim? Did you have to be that greedy? No, you didn't. And so I think that they deserve that loss. So let's go on for a match number 2. Alright, for our second match we are actually playing against a novice, so usually I don't show matches against novices because, you know, they tend to be one-sided, but since this novice is actually playing the best beginner team with a setup that looks quite decent, and considering that I don't have any finishers, I think that this match could actually be cool enough to the point that playing it out would be fun, because I don't really have the best team to deal with this. I don't have the best team to deal with stress. Basically, the only thing I have going for me when it comes to stress is just having a really strong front line with Gauntlet of Absolution with the Sacred Blade, so they could potentially just hyper carry. If you do not have finisher characters, if you just fail like a death blow or two, you have a really rough time against teams like what Ashkael is playing here. So I just got a message from Aberdolf saying Merry Christmas. I will say Merry Christmas right back once I do actually finish this match, or no, I can say Merry Christmas while I wait for my opponent. Alright. It is a jolly season. And they are gonna go for the Hounds Harry. Okay, it hits everyone and gets a bleed on everyone despite no accuracy buffs, but I mean, my maximum amount of dodge is 5, as it should be. Mark teams shouldn't have that much dodge. If Mark teams had a lot of dodge, there would truly be no justice in this world. But I'm gonna go for another aimed shot, and look at this. 26% crit chance on both, and neither of them gets a crit. How sad. But then again, even through 35% protection, and me getting kind of like low rolls, and 0 crits, this Crusader is already almost dead. So it is overall still very, very good for me. I'm gonna go for my action with the Musketeer before I get stunned, and also because I'd rather keep the Arbalest action at this point, and of course I get essentially a min-roll. No, actually, literally a min-roll, meaning that the Crusader gets to stay alive. Not for long, probably, but he gets to stay alive, and that is annoying. Oh, keep in mind I have to deal with guards. Oh, that is going to be really difficult. There's only one guard here, so it's not the end of the world. I don't know why this Man at Arms doesn't have guard. It's very weird. Okay, he's going to go to the back. He still has Rally to the Flame. I have no way of killing him at this point, which is annoying. So instead I'm just going to stun this Abomination here, just change the pressure points here, because this team, like, it is a tough nut to crack for sure. With all the defense that it has, it is definitely a tough nut to crack, but it doesn't crack nuts as well as you'd want it to. Not having a Bounty Hunter, not having a Jester, not having an Abomination, it just feels really bad in terms of offense. So you go for that. I could go for a shot on there, but I'll wait out their Houndmaster action, hopefully. I'm gonna go for a punish here, and hope that my opponent makes a mistake by going for their doggy action first and just going Hounds Harry, because that would be a mistake. Unless it rolls for 3 on my flash ones. In that case, I might have to go for a heal here. And it rolls for 1. Yeah, I do have protection, so it would be quite unlikely. Even with the Crown of Thorns, the protection should reduce the damage quite nicely. Since I don't have a guard here, I can go for a sniper shot, and now we get the crit, now that he's at 6 HP. But yeah, we are gonna have a chance of getting a death blow. It is not a good chance by any means, but it is a chance. Come on, show me you wanted to guard that Crusader. They didn't. No, they didn't. They don't see any value in the guards. Oh, they see value in counterplay. Okay. If I roll for a death blow, they roll for a death blow. Smart, right? Very, very smart. Now, I'm still gonna go for it, right? Yeah, I'm still gonna go for it. It's a bit risky, but I think it is in my favor to start rolling for death blows here. I roll for the 25. We do not get it this time. I will say there wasn't too much justice in the previous match. You know, 25s are quite unlucky to have to face, but you know, what can you do? I could just heal here with the Arbalest, but I want to keep up the pressure, honestly. I have enough accuracy to hit an Exsanguinate, right? Let's see. It's a 90. It'll hit. Come on. Clueless. And that's just enough to drop him down to 0, actually. But the Crusader will go for a heal, so we won't be able to drop the bomb down to 0. But between Zealous and Sniper Shot, what are you doing? You had a heal. Why do you voluntarily drop him down to 0? So this is the problem. That this is a very straightforward team, but the order in which you take your actions is very important, because now you might have just screwed yourself over if I had gotten that 35% death blow there. I didn't get it, so Ashkael here took a very unnecessary risk, and a very risky risk at that. Risky risk. Can a risk be risky? I mean, there are less risky risks than other very risky risks. That does make sense. Doesn't? I'm not entirely sure. Now at this point, even if you had a guard, I could just go Zealous through it, and it's going to be a 50-50 of getting a death blow, so that is quite good for me. But my characters are getting close to Affliction, which is sad. You did not get both transformations off, so if I get the death blow here, it would be very sad for this Abomination, but I do not get the death blow. He stays alive. Well, that's rough. Are they gonna go for guards? Oh, you greedy person. Please, just save your abomination. Use your final action to heal yourself. Oh, this is so saddening to see because the matchup was definitely in their favor. I will say that, this team, if they had the correct trinkets, which, I mean, they have almost all the correct trinkets. The Houndmaster's fine. The Man-at-Arms is not very fine, but he's tanky as hell, so it doesn't make too much of a difference, honestly. The Crusader is almost fine. The Abomination is really the only one that's a bit of a stinker, but it shouldn't change too much, honestly. Right now, should I go for a Flare? I mean, shooting into 6-8 dodge doesn't look too smart, does it? No, not really. That could work. It's a 6-8 hit. I still do 15 damage. That's half your HP, by the way. No mark. Hopefully next one gets him down to 0. So yeah, this is definitely the turn where you heal yourself after being greedy for 3 Death's Door checks. I failed at 35, a 50, and 55, as well as a 25 on the Crusader, so this is novice RNG in a nutshell. Right now, I will have minus damage, so I doubt that I do enough to bring you back down to 0. Yeah, not even with a crit. So I'm just gonna punish the Man-at-Arms here and fail the bleed. Oh no, I actually get it. Alright, sick. That is good. Means that his HP is gonna be slowly ticking away. That is quite nice. I've dealt a lot of damage to him. Was that just from the 2 Zealouses and the punish? I guess it was. He has taken a lot. I am gonna go Afflicted here on the Musketeer, and Crusader is gonna go Hopeless. Yeah, that's not too good. It would have been nice to get a Virtue, but oh well, what can you do? Well, I know what I can do. I can go Sniper Shot on the donkey again, and do even less damage this time. It could still hurt. That's the thing, right? Do I wanna... or do I wanna maybe stun the Abomination here? I'm not entirely sure. He's gonna go last. I'm gonna go for my Crusader action here. I'm gonna stun the A-bomb, or I could go Zealous. Or I could stun the Man-at-Arms and fail. No, I get it actually. I'm getting quite lucky here on the offense. Getting the bleed, getting the stun, that's really quite good. This Man-at-Arms isn't feeling too well. But here comes the double affliction, almost a triple. No, it's still gonna take a while. They didn't have that much transformation horror applied, so it is definitely gonna take a while. I wonder if 10 goes up to 12. It should, right? 10 damage goes up to 12 because of Crown of Thorns. Also, I got Selfish and Abusive. Abusive is good, Selfish not so much. I do get to go first next round, so if my characters don't act up too bad, I'll be able to get a death blow on the Crusader here. Now they will heal, but then I'll still be able to go for it. I'm probably gonna have to focus... probably gonna have to drop a punish on the Abomination though, just so he goes... No, actually not. Just so after the heal, he would still be unable to just transform safely. But I guess my opponent does not want to do that. Yeah, definitely a few weird plays, but it might not actually change too much because they're still alive. All the characters are still alive, all my characters are going afflicted, and I'm taking a lot of DOT damage from the Hound series, so that's not too good. Okay, you pass there, and I cannot go for a death blow, sadly, because... yeah, I did take enough. Damn. I cannot go for a death blow because I do not have Reign of Sorrows. I could be greedy right now. Oh, it's only 1 round. I could be greedy. Do I want to be greedy, though? Yeah, let's be greedy. I'm gonna go for a punish on the Man-at-Arms here. And yeah, next turn I will have my healing skills back, and I'll just go for a big Exsanguinate or Redeem. Usually my rule of thumb is redeems before exsanguinates, but if you're playing in a damage team, it's a little bit different because you definitely want to get some pressure going so you can get a snowball going. That is the most important thing you can do. So you are gonna move forward. That is okay. Now I can get hit by Holy Land, so that's not too okay. But oh, 78. I failed an 80% Death's Door chance. At least he goes afflicted. And he's gonna go abusive, which is the best. Oh my god, okay. Oh, how could this happen? I failed. Alright, let's count it. 35, 50, 55, and then 80. I failed all 4 of those, and the Abomination lives. I'm gonna go for the Exsanguinate now, so let's let's hope. 85, finally we get it, so he doesn't get the achievement if he didn't have it yet. And yeah, my flashpoint is okay now, relatively okay. Like Crusader's probably still gonna heal himself, but I still have some very dangerous actions coming through, and honestly at this point it just becomes really rough for Ashkael here, because with your Abomination gone, not really having to apply too much stress on my Flagellant, I'm kind of in the clear here, because I'll just be able to actually even spam Buckshot Bola if I want to, because now the Man-at-Arms will drop down to 0 after the next Bola, and I will get some death blows going. And after that, the Man-at-Arms can't deal with the Flagellant on his own. The doggy can, but it is difficult. It is definitely difficult. After these corpses go away, it will be very difficult for you to just win against the Flagellant at the end of the match. So it's kind of the problem playing a team like this against something like the Hit Squad, is because even if you survive the early snowball, you might actually lose the late game, even though you're the stress team, because you have to deal with a Flagellant. It's just really, really crazy how that works. Because, you know, having to deal with a Flagellant isn't the end of the world. Having to deal with a Flagellant with Content of Absolution is the end of the world for some of these teams. Okay, you are deciding to guard here. I could go for a stun, which essentially means I could go for a miss. Or I could go for a Zealous here, which might get a death blow and might get a hit. It doesn't get a hit, but it also doesn't get a death blow, but it gets a distort check, and that's really all that we need right now. Not all is lost for my opponent though, because my other characters are getting quite close. One Zealous and things could turn very sour for me very quickly. They do decide to go command, so that Zealous is definitely gonna stick. That's rough. I'll just go Buckshot and Buckshot Bola again. I do get a hit this time, that's nice. And I guess next one's gonna have to be a Sniper Shot, because I actually moved the Man-at-Arms away. Whoops, that's okay though. He died round 6, I'm pretty sure, so let's keep that in mind. I'm alive, but not for long. I have a heart attack right now, and I am gonna go Afflicted here with the Flagellant. Damn. I wonder what Affliction I'm gonna get. Oh no, I got the best one. Rapturous. Rapturous is nice. Last time I said that, I used myself at Death's Door with 90% death blow resistance. I said it was a buff, I didn't say it was nice. I could Bola... No, Bola's silly. Let's go for a 51. We're gonna get Bloodstained Gambasson value on this Man-at-Arms. He survived 3 Death's Door checks already. Yeah, I mean, if I could have a finisher on one of my backliners, but then my offense would kind of suffer even more than what it already suffers, because it's decent amounts of offense, but it's not great. Why isn't it great? Now, I don't really have one-shots, if you look at it that way. I have really big hits if I crit. I can crit for like 26, or maybe even a little more with the Eli Talisman. I think 28, but I cannot do enough to actually just get that one-shot pressure. And of course you move forward. What affliction I get? Was it Selfish? Oh, why did Selfish move forward? That's the most infuriating thing. No, there's more infuriating things, but that one is quite infuriating. Aberdolf says I want to do some matches, and oh boy, no, I don't. Look at this! I just got a death blow. I mean, death blow was unnecessary, but yeah, it's not looking too good, is it? Now, I definitely want to stay alive here. I'm gonna go for a heal on the Musketeer, and that's not the heal I wanted to do, you idiot! Why are my afflictions being so silly? Oh no, please don't. That was a 35% chance of getting a death blow. Oh my god, okay, this is gonna be way the hell closer than it had to be. Alright, aimed shot. Please give me death blows! Oh my god, he survived 4, he survived 3, he survived 4. He's still alive, by the way, these two are still alive. It's just the Abomination that's gone now. Oh god, Rally to the Flame. No, why is it so OP? Okay, I'm abusive right now, I'm selfish. I'm abusive in the other character. 5 to 8, yeah, that's gotta do. Oh, that's good though, that's 2 hits, alright. That is quite good. If he heals right now, I don't have a death blow, but I can go... No, if he heals, I do have a death blow on the Man-at-Arms. But I could go Bola and... no, Buckshot, and actually put these characters back to Death Star, both of them, but I'd rather go for a death blow right now. Abusive, don't move forward. Okay, thank you. And let's go. Ow! Ow! The 4% from Bloodstained Gamazon! Oh, please! Please, just give me a death blow, please! Oh, okay. Are we gonna see the ultimate Bloodstained Gamazon value? Alright, not quite. I'm sure it helped, but it didn't help enough to save him there at the end. And I actually knocked the Crusader back, that's amazing. Because now I can get a death ball on him, unless he goes for heal, and in that case it's gonna take a little longer. But we're fine. What? You're gonna go full arc? No, you fool! It doesn't matter! Oh, thank God, Arbalest, you went for the correct action. Thank God you didn't, like, flare or heal. I mean, heal would be okay, but not a death blow. Or, like, shoot the Man-at-Arms corpse. Yeah, wait, can you shoot corpses on act-outs? Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. Okay. You still have... Wow, you still have a bit of regen, not gonna lie. How do I stay alive here? I think ranging shot could be our saving grace, especially with that dodge, so I'm gonna do it, clear some stress here. It's not enough to counter the stress that the doggy is doing, but it's the best thing I can do right now. I think it is... maybe I should have just... Okay, there goes the corpses. Yeah, both corpses are gone, there's no heals. Oh, there's no heals, I'm so screwed. Well, you know, there's one right there, but that's not gonna save me. I am so screwed. Should I have gone for a hit? I don't know. It's gonna take a while for those corpses to go away. Yeah, he's gonna 1v2 this. He's gonna clutch this easily, I might add. There's no way I can beat Crimson Hook, doggy. Oh, why are you two so freaking useless? Where's my flagellant? Yeah, they're so screwed. They are so freaking screwed. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I need you to crit 17 out to a zoo. That's a 6. At least you hit. Okay, not a knockback. That's good. That means no lick wounds. And let's go for it again. 5. Okay, there's a knockback. If they go lick wounds, that might actually be bad for them. I mean, sure, it's regen, but one Hounds area here now would essentially lose. Because they're doing like 20 stress to me right now. And that's without act-outs, without crits. Okay, okay, she's dead. But I can do this, which... Please don't knock back. No! I knocked back! No! No, I knocked him back. Oh my God, why did you do this, you cruel world? Okay, knock him back. Maybe I can dodge? I have 0 dodge, Shep. What are you saying? Don't die, don't die. But the corpses are still there, what am I supposed to do? And the extra stress from the Arbalest dying. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like your Cesar dying, do you? Of course not. Alright then, I guess that's gonna be it for today. GG's to my novice opponent, they took me out. It took a lot of RNG, but they played it reasonably well, I'd say. They were greedy in some situations, but honestly, if you've got novice RNG, if you're not being greedy, then you're not playing the Butcher Circus, right? So anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.